Hey, traders. Welcome to the stream. Happy Friday. I mean, is there even much I can even say after last night's stream? Unbelievable, dude. Wow. You know how I offset the hangover, right? Wearing a really nice, dapper shirt. Is it working? Anyone? Bueller? Just trying to get this coffee in me, man. Alright? Just keeping the 7 days a week stuff going. Bitcoin's bullish hammer, right? Identified yesterday. As soon as it closed and confirmed, all patrons were pinged about it. You never know how it's going to play out, but if the TA was to be respected, at least in some regard, a reversal would happen there, and some small form of a reversal occurred, so cool. And you even had like 3 white soldiers kind of right afterwards. So. Alright, just need audio checks in a second. Hold on. You can hear it. So, 3 white soldiers, right? 1, 2, 3. You're back above the 200 moving average, which is nice. You held above 30K, very important. As you can see, there's a base here. It makes sense, a base of buying. But so here's the thing, like, Bitcoin wasn't showing an edge at that reversal point, okay? There wasn't showing sellers were exhausted. They may not be exhausted, right? But you just get a rally. You go and quite possibly go test 34.5 to 35K again as resistance before selling off again. But without an edge, I don't know, right? I mean, like, if what we're looking for real swing trades, not what's going to happen, but what we want to see is maybe it goes up, it tests that, and then we come down to see 30K again, right? We get a potential double bottom of some sort in our oscillators, you know, that MACD continues to build positive Momo while we meander on up to test that area that has been support before, but for the first time we would regard it as resistance, and it sells off again, and then our MACD is primed, right? We could see some seller exhaustion on the second valley, right? We're always looking for a second valley, because that second valley is that confirmation low, right? First time, real market participants don't really know. Hey, nice hammer, great, maybe scalpers, you can play that, but it doesn't mean that this is going to take us to higher highs than our previous highs, which is around $37,700. All right. So for me, I want more data. Altcoins, tons of them are up double-digit percentage points today. Very nice. Bitcoin's up almost 7%. Very nice recovery so far. But you got a lot of work to do. And look, I'm saying we're looking for that on all charts. On all days, right? That's the stuff we're looking for. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. I mean, my God, I hope, just like you, I hope that we go and test 35K and break it, and then we run to higher highs than our previous highs. Then I'll feel really good. But as a trader, we're always looking for a certain set of variables on significant time scales, always, right? Without those variables, we're just gambling. We're just flipping a coin, right? Like last night, multiple times. Okay, so that's a little update on Bitcoin. The RSI trend line's still there. Good God. You know, you're still in this downtrend on the RSI. Be nice to see us eventually finally break that. So, yeah, we'll dive into some altcoins, S-coins, including Ethereum. So, yep, 10 million, right? I mean, it wasn't much. But, hold on. Wait for that to play.
What do you think about Michael Saylor buying more BTC? How it impacted price? Whales everywhere, whales. How Chinese miners destroyed price yesterday.
I guess that's the consensus, right? There's always fundamentals, there's news and stuff. Hold on, man. I'm trying to balance the audio levels where you can actually hear the TTS. Yeah, he bought some. A little bit. I don't think it has any bearing on the market. It's cool that everyone knows about it. So again, man, like Aapl yesterday was talking about, he was buying more, mainly Ethereum. I love Ethereum's chart because it's making a higher low. Bitcoin's making the same low, a lower low. So Ethereum still looks really good despite the big sell-off because the higher low. So more people own the asset than the last time there was a discernible valley on the chart. So Chinese miners destroying price? Not really, man. It was just the fact that the price could not, the market participants could not sustain prices at this level, right? So you ran up, you failed, you bearish engulfed. Once you broke the support, where do you go? You go to the next supports, where there might be market participants with buy orders, and there were some. There obviously were some at 30K and a little lower. So I mean, we can try to justify the fundamental reasons why something happened. It's probably just all technical, really, in the end. All right, that's your Bitcoin chart. This is what I'm talking about. Ethereum, dude. Look at this higher low than the previous low. About to go positive momentum. I really don't. If Bitcoin is to dump again, Ethereum's going with it. You know. So look, I mean, you can just almost look at this like range bound stuff. 980 is a support resistance from history back from 2018. Look how you reversed there one time, never saw it again. So what could happen? You think about Bitcoin. If Bitcoin was to meander on up and see 34.5, 35,000, it would make all the sense in the world for Ethereum to meander on up and see $1,343, right? This peak on January 10th. As we broke it, but we could not. We upthrusted. That is what it's called when you have like a false breakout. You break out, but you spend time above it, and you just there's not enough demand to keep the price sustained above that resistance that you broke, and so you could come to back test that before selling off again, like Bitcoin, and then maybe we see an edge by then. All right, but in the end, a low. Look, lows, higher low, higher low, higher low. Very good, very, very good stuff. The trend is very bullish still, despite that sell-off. Like, my God, man. I mean, the amount of emotionalism that was in here yesterday. You would think Ethereum was at like $600 or something, but look at it now. It's how many percentage points is it off its highest high of the entire rally right now? It doesn't look like it, but that's 16% off, man. It's not as far off as Bitcoin is. Where Bitcoin's off. Give me a sec. Bitcoin's 27% off its highest high of this rally, so, and all-time highs. So I mean, I wish there was an edge that presented itself right now. There's just not one, at least on the 4-hour. So now, like, maybe there's a new valley. All right, we can anchor, because, you know, to draw a trend line, you always have to, you need 2 anchor points. 1 anchor point, 2 anchor points on your trend lines. So, all right, accumulation. You could obviously plot a trend line here and here, and it could be a upsloping channel or a wedge or something. All right, great. Give me an edge, man. So, if you didn't know, Aapl hit all-time highs today. Good God, GameStop, what happened, man? It's a brick and mortar, outdated model, business model, dude. And it's doing that. Short squeeze, unreal. We'll look at these. But I have kind of been completely out of commission today for good reason, right? I mean, we did 2 streams yesterday, and the stream from last night was unbelievable. Like, I don't often blush, but when I do, it's after streams like last night. Okay. All right, let's run to Aapl real quick, because it's on the thumbnail, right? We'll look at BAT too, basic attention token. But there it is, man. I mean, confirmed all-time highs. Jesus chimes. This was looking set up for higher prices all the way back from late November. You know that if you pay attention to the stream, if you're a patron, all this stuff is like, you're informed of this if you're paying attention. So like, since that third valley, testing the 200 moving average for the second time, breaking the supply line, look what's happened. And even recently, there was hidden bullish divergence that has now manifested to all-time highs. And really the target, if you can sustain prices above your previous all-time high from September 2nd, would be $147.40, the 1272 FIB extension. After 147, you know, obviously 150 psychological resistance, but 159's that golden mean ratio, the 1618. So fantastic, man. Aapl doing things after consolidating for too long. Not really. Okay. Did y'all hear about Ford? Like 3 million of their vehicles had to be recalled because of airbag problems. Dude, it's just like when you get things rolling on Ford, crap like that happens. Bueller, what just happened? Hey, RB, thanks so much for joining the Patreon. Welcome, dudes. Thanks so much. Please be sure to send the picture on the Discord. It is the 22nd best day to join the Patreon. Thank you, dude. But soon, if you don't know, this is news from yesterday. So Patreon, you know how you have to join at the beginning of the month, and that kind of sucks? Well, soon that will be going away to where one will be able to join anytime they want in the month, and it'll be a 30-day thing. Right? If you join on the 22nd, then your experience will continue until the 22nd of the next month. So that's coming. I don't know when, but they announced it yesterday. That's groundbreaking for all of us, right? People don't have to wait and miss out on trade setups or value because it's later in the month. Because right, there have been legendary trade setups that have happened at the latter part of the month, you know. So, yeah, people still talking about gourds. So that's like brownout stuff. Because I completely didn't think about a gourd once till I went live today, and y'all started bringing it up. So yeah, gourds. What was my analogy? My drunken analogy? Gourds were like Jupiter. It was a failed sun. It was close. Something like that. All right. So Aapl, hold on. What was the? Oh, we have to do this. It's obligatory. Before I look at BAT, we have to look at Home Depot. I mean, give me a break. Let's look on the big screen, dude. Home Depot. This is like a trade setup stuff, man. Like this is huge. Okay, huge. So educational if you didn't get in on this. This was Patreon stuff, all right? But, man, I just, you know, it looks scary. You're at this area. Man, abandoned baby reversal pattern on the daily. You rally, you sell off, you back test the spring, right? The bottom, the top part of the bottom of the range. You back test the spring, you rally, you fill the gap, and look where you are, 284, approaching 289, which would be a profit-taking level. Obviously, range trading. Bottom of range, one will be taking longs, and at the top of ranges, people will be taking profits. But you think, you got to wonder, when eventually, the longer you're in a range, after you hit the top or bottom of the range 3 times, that rule of 3 comes into play where there's like a mathematical higher or a probability becomes elevated that eventually that breakout will happen. So this thing's been consolidating bullishly at this point because the previous impulse before all this consolidation was up, right? Bullish. So good to see Home Depot catching some love. Good to see Johnson & Johnson continue to rise, right? Where that one hit all-time highs. I know a lot of people were participating in that one. Walmart's finally waking up just a little bit. But, you know, I mean, it was a relatively chill day, except for a couple. You know, I mean, like the FANG stocks were all up marginally, like 0.5% Friday, man. It's not supposed to be crazy normally, all right? Let's go to BAT. I mean, I don't really, 31% up, you know, like, congratulations, hit a major resistance, dude. Major resistance. Where? Was it on the daily I plotted this? It had to be. This high point from April of 2019. Yeah, I think I have this, I plotted this on a more significant time scale. Hold on. Good God, man. Yeah. Palantir also killed it today. So, yeah, dude, I mean, bullish engulfing candle happening on the monthly here. You think, I mean, that's what it hit, right? Our trader set it up at the month of August. That's where it ran up to and has pulled back since, okay? You know, that's significant. So that was 34.8 cents. Also, right above that's 37.8 cents. I mean, you got a low, you got a higher low, and now you actually have a higher low again. You have consecutive higher lows on a monthly time scale on basic attention token. Very, very good, right? I mean, you back tested the spring pretty much twice, double bottom there, probably very discernible in the daily 4 hour. And look what you're doing. Like on the weekly, you're breaking most major resistance. Eventually, if this sustains above this level, you could very well find yourself at 44 cents again. All right, these trend lines I've had plotted for a long time. I don't mess with this. Like I haven't been messing with, you know, charting it. It's just because it's so sideways and the trend lines, they just stayed the same. Like you haven't broken out or anything. Look what happened though. We had identified hidden bullish divergence, and look at that hidden bullish divergence on the weekly playing out. Very nice. Altcoins still alive after yesterday's and the day before sell-off. So this market's not done yet based on the bids that have come in. 4 more patrons till 950. Dude, that is unbelievable, man. That is like a dream. I can't believe this, man. I think it's actually 3 more, because when a new patron joins, it won't update on the app for like an hour or something. One sec, man.
Can you look at POW on Nasdaq? Been holding since 2019. Bucking up against resistance. Failed break, bearish.
Long range, sure. We can look at POW. Nice ticker, dude.
That, Blink, and few others are up on Grayscale Trust speculation. Can you take a look at LTC-BTC?
Gotcha, BK, man. Yeah. Yeah, we can look at that. What's up, UGG?
LRC, please.
Yeah, we'll take a gander. Thank you. As long as you make higher lows, everything's fine on these altcoins, right? Okay, what was it? POW, right in the kisser. Ammo Incorporated? Yeah, I can imagine here, ammo. It's like, oh yeah, not really much you can do here. It's kind of like gone already. So these are better to look at before they moon. This has the volume. You need 1 million volume. It doesn't look, maybe it didn't have it back then, but really tough. What do you do here? You know, like range bound asset, I guess. It hit its highest level since 2001. Last week and this week. Huge volume on the breakout, but you couldn't sustain above that peak from that little scam wick high back from 2010. Wow, I'm looking at the weekly here. Sure, momentum shifted. It looked pretty good. It looked like another asset we looked at, right? Trade setup, similar stuff. But I don't know, man. You're below the support resistance. You know the historical context here. Straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. So eventually, you'd think ammo could come down to 374. Why not? That's all it's ever done. It's done that. So it closed below critical resistance on the weekly. That's not really good. Not quite deep enough to consider it a dark cloud cover, but it's sure close. It's definitely close to being dark cloud cover Japanese candlestick reversal on a weekly time scale. That's real, not a joke.
Much love, Mitch. Could you take a look at gold?
Yeah, coupled handle, man. Major coupled handle on GOLD. Sure. What's up, Several? Thanks, dude, for the 499 super chat. Saved you 30K a few weeks ago. Well, thank you, man. Well, I'm glad some money was saved, dude. You know. Thank you, dude. All right. Next one was is Bitcoin good to learn TA? Absolutely. Bitcoin respects the TA so effing much, so much. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it looks like it's setting up, and then you get a little bit more data, then all of a sudden it isn't what you thought it might have been. So yeah, Bitcoin respects TA so freaking much, man. You know that if you've been a member of this community long enough. Okay, looks like Litecoin to Bitcoin. What's next? Man, I haven't looked at that one in a while. I know some patrons are talking about it. It looked like it was like triple topping or something crazy. Yeah, dude, just mega downtrend still. Whoa, what a downslipping demand line on this asset.
Enjoying the streams and the Patreon. Can you take a look at Thorchain when you can? Cheers.
Thorchain, is that a crypto? Sounds like a crypto. If it's not, but if it is, remember, there's just rules, man. We have to abide by. because just, you know, the streams, I'm doing like 2.5 hour requests only. I'm unable to breathe or do education or something, right?
Can we take a look at Ecom?
Just gotta keep it that way. But if it's not, if it's stock, yeah, sure. What's up, Anon?
Is that a joint?
Sure, add to the list. All right, so Litecoin to Bitcoin. Not really seeing much that looks too good. I mean, maybe you're showing hidden bullish divergence on the daily. But, you know, like, if you're looking at this asset, aren't there just thousands of other assets that are just better looking, that are tradable, you know? Yeah, it looks like maybe a little mini harmonic here too, right? XA, BCD or something. I think this was too deep, far too deep to be considered valid. Yeah, it went 78%, no way. So yeah, I don't really. If you hold, I guess, above 3,694 Satoshis long enough, you think eventually maybe it could see 4,980 Satoshis. I can't believe how worthless this has become. Dang, man. You ever broke that? I mean, you eventually could probably see 6,780 Satoshis. But, yeah, man, I don't really see if the weekly's gonna help any. How's that weekly looking? I mean, there's no support looking left, right? Nothing from history to help us. That sucks. That's like, you always want to have history to back you up, like a spring and back test of a spring. Yeah, bullish divergence on the oscillators on the weekly. Okay. And pending price action reversal to the upside on a significant time scale. Well, I mean, you kind of got it, didn't you? Didn't it like play out and went up to not only make a lower high than the previous high? Very weak, man. Very, very weak chart. More history on Plenix. Okay.
Hi, man.
What's up,
Can
y'all?
we
Thank
have a
y'all for
look
the
at
contributions to the crowd.
$10.K.har? Shitcoin? Thanks. 0.085.
Yeah, I know some of these S coins, man, are still looking good, dude. Still looking good. Ah, okay, much better, much better. It's alright. I don't know, Binance always go to. You think that on Litecoin to Bitcoin there could be more downside? It would maybe be more reasonable to wait. Why the ticker? What is wrong with this, man? What was up with Binance? Completely. This is like 417,000 Satoshis here versus whatever it was before on Binance. Just whatever. I don't know. I mean, this is weird. But don't you think it'd be better to wait to see if Litecoin could ever test that? Now, right now, you are at some sort of 98, 97% retrace from the previous low. So, divergence, it's very, very real. But you haven't made higher highs yet, so... I mean, what? People like this? Do you adjust now? You know, trying to justify maybe a Volkowski pattern of some sort? Yeah, man, I just don't... I'm trying to make this look good. I mean, that kind of looks like a wedge. Shoot, man. You know, wedge with the divergence at a 97% retrace. Sure, this thing could rally. Okay. Sure. Alright, enough time on this. Let's move on. Loopring. Yes, Loopring. Freaking Bitcoin, dude, right? Always messing the party up for some of these coins. But we know that's always the case, right? Yeah, dude, it went down to the entry. So, I mean, kind of, or, you know, that it just went down to probably where the stop is, man. A low, a nice bullish hammer, right? It's still fine. It's still okay. But just think about it. If Bitcoin's not done selling off, neither is Loopring. So... this one, it just ran out of time. Where GRT finished up the trade setup, finished up hitting its targets before Bitcoin dumped, right? Loopring was almost there and probably would have made it if it wasn't for Bitcoin reversing the downside. This happens, man. What's up, Aquinas Theory, man? Aquinas, sorry.
Hey, Mitch, can I get your thoughts on the VIX? Also the 3-day and weekly chart for BTC. Thanks, man.
Dude. Thank you, Aquinas Theory. Sorry, I'm always like Aquinas. Thanks, dude. Good to see you again, man. Been a minute. What's up? Thanks for the follows. Thanks for contributions. Okay, so yeah, I think you're safe until you fall below 34.7 cents. Then you're in trouble. So bullish hammer, reversal. It pulled a bit. It's doing what Bitcoin's doing, and not much of an edge right now. If Bitcoin dumps, so is Loopring. It's going to dump too. So I think it's the case for a lot of these. GULD. Cup with handle, man. Weekly cup with handle. Not a joke, dude. Not a joke at all. Let's see. Monthly have it. I mean, monthly it's cup with handle too, dude. Yeah, it's not just that. It's not just cup with handle stuff. It's also weekly hidden bullish divergence. That's what's so powerful about this chart right here. And you got it on both oscillators. Remember, weekly time scale. When you say hidden bullish divergence, man, you better take heed of that. This is just for you to visualize the cup, right? And your handling right now. Very, very similar to spot price on gold. Very similar. Where gold had broken to all-time highs and it fell below it. It's been back testing as resistance, but guess what? You engulfed. Bitcoin just engulfed, or sorry, gold, GOLD, just engulfed the previous candle, and you're losing negative momentum. So keep this up. Hey, higher low than the previous low. All right, very good. I think some of my work didn't save, but it was like a fake out. It's a pretty beautiful channel there, you know. You break this, you break 1920, man. I'm telling you, the upside would rock the world. Think about the size of this, how big this measured move could be. You wouldn't believe it right now. You'd be like, this is a joke. But, you know, guess what? People were saying Ethereum was a joke when we talked about $695 measured move on the double bottom. I mean, think about $2,800 if this hit 100% measured move of the structure, right? That'd be crazy. Now, of course, I think it'd be more prudent to Fibonacci for targets here. Right, 1272, 2165 would be a great first target, all right, on GOLD. Just don't fall below that previous low of 1776 or whatever, and you'll be fine. Everything else will play out. This will work. So, yeah, man. This is very bullish looking at this current time. GOLD. Good chart. Better than Litecoin to Bitcoin. Oh, okay, he was asking about something else, but okay, well guess what? He got this one, and this one's bullish, so we all win. Do I think the Plan B's stock to flow model is a valid and come true? So far, it's valid. So far, it's very, very valid. I mean, like, the thing we were talking about this summer, and people were asking the exact same question. And I said, all right, we'll know if it's valid, you know, by sometime in late 2021. We already know it's valid because it's keeping up perfectly. I think Bitcoin outran the stock to flow model when we hit 42K. So it's pulled back to get back in line with that stock to flow. So pretty interesting, right? What was there to look at on this one, you know? It's kind of gone now. I mean, this is not a really good request, you know, in terms of, you know, what we look for. We apply technical analysis to give ourselves an edge, or we look for the edge, right? The chart would give it to us. This is no edge, right? This is at all-time highs. It's broken out of a range it's been in since 2007, man. Right? I mean, that's huge. That's a big deal. So, I mean, you were talking about measure move here. Pretty simple. You're almost there, probably, right? Yeah, and he's got probably a little bit more room to run, at least till it hits the size of the structure it broke out of, $62. Yeah, not much to look at it, right? I mean, it's like what, What is there to look at? Showing some bearish divergence maybe on the RSI. It doesn't look like you back tested yet the breakout, or that high, that previous all-time high from February of last year. You haven't back tested it. You think that if it can hold that long enough, maybe it can pivot and run to hit that target, but looking kind of weak on the RSI right now. I mean, there's probably a trend line, like there is a trend you're probably in right now. Like, there you go, something like that. I hold the demand line, hold above previous all-time highs, and this could go to higher prices. Sure.
AMC weekly chart, please.
AMC, my alert went off, dude.
On both
It went, man. It went nuts.
Thanks.
I was wondering if someone was going to request AMC. You did it, smiley face. Okay, Birmingham, UK, gotcha. Rune, sorry man, I didn't see that. Let's go to Rune. Never looked at Rune because no one's ever requested it, and there's so many S coins, dude. There's not much you can really do here, but all we can do is look back in time at price action. How gorgeous! This is what we're always looking for. Don't worry about this, but look at this. Okay, if you're, hey, we're trying to learn, we're trying to invest in ourselves and get better. Look at how you had a range. You broke the range, you fell below it, ouch. But that was okay, because remember, it's not about the breakout itself, it's about the price action correlation after the breakout or breakdown. It broke down, but then within a few days it was right back above that all-time high, and look what it did. It rallied and sold off, and then it sprung, and then it back tested the spring. It rallied again, it sold off, it back tested the spring again. So you're talking about like 3 valleys right here, 2 of them pretty much confirmed that what was once resistance is now support, and after that 3rd low off the top, huge markup in price. It happens, man. And look at this engulfing candle happening today, where Bitcoin volatility and downside gave you a bearish engulfing right into a bamboozle engulfing candle. I just call it these bamboozles because it's like, oh, it's bearish engulfing candles are bad, and then if you get a candle right after that engulfs the engulfing candle, you just bamboozle, dude. All right. So what is there to do on this now? I mean, it looks like there's bearish divergence certainly forming on the daily time scale. So impending price action versus downside, but it's crypto, it's an altcoin. It could just keep going, man. Could just keep going, but I'm just pointing out this. Pointing out the bearish divergence. Not sure how much upside's left. If you just go from that wick high to low here. Look, you're above the Goldman ratio. I mean, if this thing actually kept going, you'd think the target would be like 288 out there, the 2618. But man, you just gotta wonder about that down there. That implies downside. But what if you bullishly engulf like that? I don't know. All right, Twitter had been destroyed. Wow, look at that, man. Look at this. This is what we're talking about, dude, all right? So what is this green line here? This was your danger zone. This was your zone where you had to hold it. Otherwise, really bad things could happen, okay? Really bad things could happen on Twitter if you fell below 45.81. As you can see, all this price action correlation here is just a zone, congestion area, right? The peaks of the major bullish Gartley pattern that played out unbelievably well. You held, and there was a demand line of the uptrend you had been in since the COVID crash. You held that. How incredible is that? You held that. You weren't showing an edge. There was nothing on the oscillator, at least in the 4-hour, implying a continuation or reversal of the upside. But you caught bids, and that's why it's called a demand line, because at a demand line, that is where buy orders are. Okay, bots and humans. All right, so. Nice bounce. You're getting really close to getting back out of that congestion area, okay? It looks like you did close the week technically above it, and you understand the price action correlation above 47.85 is 53.53. I mean, that's where Twitter could be headed again if you can sustain prices above that 47.85. So yeah, this is something to keep your eye on, Twitter. Censorship overlords, but just based on the technicals, there could be a lot of upside, and at least the gap fill. I mean, there's a gap fill you know, right around $51. That would be an easy target, and then again 53.53. You go up to test that again. So yeah, nice look on Twitter. Not bad. Is this thing on? Are we live right now? I'm not sure. It's Friday, so I know a lot of people are doing stuff. Thanks for the 1,540 people tuned in. Hey, if you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. You know, I gotta say it. My God, I think I got like 400, 500 new subs on YouTube yesterday, so thank you all if you're new. So Bitcoin selling off with only 14 minutes to go on the daily 4-hour candle. Selling off, man. It's the weekend. Okay, anchor again.
Submit. Can you chart VTHO long-term target?
Sure, thanks, dude. BY, buy trap, or BK trap, right? So anchor just looks similar to like Ren or a few of them, you know. Same market participants probably. Look how it held, man.
Mr. Ray,
It held support.
Could you look at LMT? Lockheed Martin.
What's up, Jeffrey? Yeah, we can look at that. So look at this peak from July of 2020. Look how it held and held and held, and my God, it just held forever.
Thank you. Wow, I feel much better. Have over 50k in Leaps options riding on it. A big so far. Keep up the amazing TA.
Good luck, man. Twitter, man. Twitter, this is really good sign. Closing right at where it closed was really good, and the oscillator's kind of set up maybe for higher prices. So I don't like Twitter because of what it's done, but I kind of like the chart. Kind of like where it is. Now, it'd be good to get some more data, you know, like a little bit more data, but it's safe. It's safe for now. So there was hidden bullish divergence on Anchor that eventually played out. You held above that 200-day moving average, very good. Huge markup and then a big dump. Thanks Bitcoin, but trying to hold on here. You got to get back above 1.07 cents, which is what you're back testing as resistance now, right? You got to break it. You can't back test as resistance. That's bearish stuff. So if you can get back above it, I think you could see another markup in price like you've seen in the past. But that's a big if, man. And how can it do it if Bitcoin dumps? If Bitcoin's not showing an edge and, you know, the coin lands on tails or heads or whatever, and that's wherever it lands, it's bearish, and Bitcoin sells off again, and then this coin has probably little chance of getting back above 1.07 cents. Macro's got to be at least not volatile and not sell off a lot for these altcoins to prosper. All right, like Bitcoin didn't dump violently today, so look what happened. I mean, you got Tezos up 19%, VAT's up 30%, you know, you got ADA up 13%, Vchain up 11%. That's what happens in bullish conditions when Bitcoin doesn't be volatile and dump hard, right? Link's up 17%. Goodness. It's your anchor, dude. There was indication that upside was coming. It did come, but then Bitcoin said, nope, not yet. You were close. So have an alert set up on Anchor, you know, right above it. Then you'll know the breakout's happening. The VIX, man, volatility index, you know, day traders tool. I mean, TA, I don't even know how the TA works on it, because it's like, you know, it's just like, hey, it's pre-market and something crazy happened. All right, volatility shoots up. How does that even work, you know? Like, hey, inverse head and shoulder stuff, it ran up and hit 40 briefly. 40's very bad, right? Where we are, it's good. You know, you're holding support, I guess. But really, based on history, almost always, if you fall below 24.9, you eventually find your way all the way back down to the low teens to 10. Okay, so that hasn't happened yet. Yeah, just not sure. This is more about events. This is kind of like your news-driven catalyst chart for real, you know. Not really sure I see anything that sticks out to me like, oh man, let's trade the VIX based on TA. Normally it's like, you know, day traders will be like, holy crap, look at, we know the volatility's coming today because of this news-driven catalyst. Let's buy some VIX to hedge our position because the market might be going down. All right. And then they close that position the same day. It's not like a swing trader's kind of asset, you know. What's up, 777? Thank you, dude. AMC. Nice run today, up 17.79%. All right, hit that 200 moving average on the 4 hour. This looked really good. I mean, in the end, right, like on the weekly and daily, you got a double bottom, and your second bottom is a double bottom in itself. It's incredible. And the bullish divergence right there, I mean, yeah, the indication was bullish. Technically, it's AMC, but look, really nice confirmed bullish engulfing candle today. High volume, not overbought. So you think 395 is going to get tested in the next week or two, right? I mean, that high from March 26th last year. It's good, man. Real good. X, A, B, C, D. And then at D, you had a confirmation low. That's good stuff, man. It's not really bad technically. Yeah, the chart sucks because it's just like lower highs, lower lows for history. But man, hard to argue with. Look at how this support here was tested just perfectly. Like all the institutions, I guess, and bots. There were bids there. January 5th, man. Wow. One time, one day you tested it. 24 hours. That opportunity at the lowest risk area. Look at it now. Very good. There's your AMC. TA being respected so far. Dragon-esque stuff too, right? You broke out of the dragon. No, yes, today we broke out of the dragon. That's right. Wow, gorgeous, dude. Targeting for this dragon on AMC's breakout. I mean, this is this, right? Tom, I'm standing outside of the AMC chart, and you have a confirmed breakout with candle close on the daily. All right, first target on AMC, eventually 549, 618. Right, that's bread and butter. Second target 786, 647. Beautiful, dude. Dragon. It's the dragon. Yeah, weekly. Sure, we can look. Weekly's even better. Okay, cool. Yeah, bullish divergence in the weekly. Look at it. Yep, look at the volume this week on the breakout. Yeah, dude. The upside, you would think, is 628 to eventually $7. Very, very good. You see it? The range. It's like a range here, chat. And you were near the bottom. You're at the bottom. Showing exhaustion at the bottom of a range on the second, third bottom. You're breaking the supply line, right? Target really on the weekly 626. Yeah, that's right. And you haven't even look at this. How the divergence is. This is implying extremely higher prices coming, right? Because you're about to go positive on momentum on the weekly off the divergence. Yeah, dude, 626. That would be the target for sure on AMC. In time. Now, it can sell off next week, up and down, whatever, back test the breakout, all that. But eventually, you're thinking it's going to make a good run soon. This is beautiful. Very nice, technically. Not fundamentally. I don't know, man. Movie theaters, what a joke. What a freaking joke. This is it, dude. Okay, you're warned here. We got 1,600 people pretty much tuned in. You all heard it. AMC looks really good on the chart on significant time scales. Vchain Thor. Right, that was an educational one. Yep. Indeed it was.
AXS/U.S.D.T. Binance showing some nice price action in a range on daily with bullish convergence on the 4 hours. May you please take a look, Lord?
What's up, 6 dude? Yeah, you can take a gander. Sure. Vchain Thor. Remember the education of the spring, the back test of the spring that took you to the top of the range. So anyway, you broke that range, and now you're trying to bullishly engulf today. Nice. Bitcoin drove the price down, but some bids. 1,464. I'm sorry. What is that? 1/100th of a penny or something? 1/10 of a penny. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is 1/10 of a penny. So I mean, you think like with such little data, the target probably eventually is 2/10 of a penny or something, 2.1 of 1 penny. My God, because there's just such little data. I mean, you got this high right here. You couldn't break this, so that's real. I mean, 1.571 of 1 cent. If you break that, I think that's where the big markup could happen. As you could see, the price action, you just couldn't. I mean, maybe Bitcoin pulled the rug, right? So yeah, get above that resistance, and you could go to the next one, where traders set it up July 24th, this past summer. Still looking terrible here. Wow. Oh, it's ugly, dude. It's real ugly. It's holding on, man. It's trying, but dude, this is ugly. Like that's right. I mean, you're talking like head and shoulder stuff that was going on for a while, and there was a complex head and shoulders on the right shoulder, just like on Nokia. You had a major inverse head and shoulders, and on the right shoulder you had an inverse head and shoulders within it. It was gorgeous. So it's like the inverse here, kind of on Lockheed Martin. You're hanging on by a thread, dude. You break this last support here, you are in so much trouble. Now, a good sign maybe is on the daily, there is a little bit of bullish divergence kind of going on this low and then the lower low. But all you've done, very bad, is you've rallied to back test 351, a critical ice line from 2018 that was once resistance. It became resistance again. So very, very weak right now. Okay, though you are at this one last ice line below this, man. Probably 321, just a peak here from 2017. It's not good, man. There's so many better looking charts. This is tremendous amounts of distribution going on. So, not a good one, man. It hasn't been a good one at all. You've been losing your butt if you owned this. Alright, we got 2 minutes, chat. 2 minutes until your daily candle close. Local on the 8th.
Good evening, Mitch. If you could put him on the list, it would be much appreciated. Thanks.
David, sure. Thanks, man, for the 10. Super chat. People were asking about secret words from last night. Dude, I don't remember like anything, pretty much. Okay, Drink Troll, wrecked me. Still feeling it, okay? Don't let the nice shirt fool you. Alright. Let's go Bitcoin. Look on the 8s. Look at the daily. The daily nothing burger candle. Negative Momo still at its highest point. All-time highs on negative momentum today. Crazy enough. But held 30K. Still below that little demand line it looks like you had, right? May not mean anything. The bullish hammer, dude. So again, I'm thinking like where we are now, I don't know, it'd be kind of weird to not run up and at least test 34.5, 35K as resistance before dumping lower or breaking it. I just don't know why we would just stall out and dump here. You know, it make far more technical sense to run up a little bit more. Okay, so I think there's still upside. Your positive momentum has just begun to build. You think you get follow the higher prices and higher levels of Momo. All right. Yesterday, XABCD. It's not a valid one. If this is the reversal point, it could be XABC, and then down here, like 24, 25K, a PCZ of some sort of maybe crab pattern or something, a deep crab. or not a deep crab, just a regular crab pattern. Just, you know, you asked about it, so we're messing around, you know. Right, a 786, that didn't work, right? That would have been a bullish Gartley, far too deep. It hit below X, so Casey Stubbs even would have gotten wrecked there. So a crab, unfortunately, the only PCZ of a crab is down here at 24,228. So I mean, think about it. What if it runs up, tests it, sells off again, can't hold 30, and then I mean that could be a trade setup down there eventually. But that's the only harmonic I'm seeing, and that may never happen. Okay, so just don't think it's gonna happen because we're spitballing here. Okay, without an edge. Now there are other assets that have an edge, and they're tradable and it's fun. Bitcoin is kind of like, got our hold accounts, but as far as a trade setup goes right now, nothing for you, unfortunately. You're not always going to have an edge on Bitcoin, even though everyone wants it. I think there was too much price action and oscillation on the RSI to be considering this 4-hour bullish divergence where this was a low and this was the low. I mean, someone could try to put it together, you know, that's divergence, but man, there's a lot of stuff in there. So I think in the end, though, what Bitcoin, you really want Bitcoin to do is break this RSI downtrend that you're in. Okay, it hasn't happened yet. We have a new day. Congrats. Delete the crab. Yeah, dude. Bad thoughts. Only positive thoughts here, man. No, it's realistic. It makes sense. I mean, I would definitely take a shot on that crab if it ever happened,
Hey
for
man,
sure.
Can you have a look at my for a bit?
What's up, Stephanie? Thank you for the £4 super chat. Sure. We'll look at one of them. Okay, so good. I mean, above that 200 moving average, you might back test it or something before going higher. I mean, I really think it makes sense to test this, okay? Just to confirm to market participants that it's a resistance now, because it had only been support, really. Yeah, resistance once, but let's do it again. Could happen this weekend. You never know, man. All right, Ethereum looking better than Bitcoin. If you can believe what I'm saying, Ethereum actually looks better than Bitcoin because it's making a much more discernible, like higher low than the previous low. Bitcoin's making the same low, if not a little bit lower low. Different charts for sure. So man, I'm just thinking about, like, you know, if it goes sideways a little bit more, comes down to in double bottoms, and we show bullish divergence, man, that'd be sick. That could be a trade of some sort, but just not yet, man. The dump just happened yesterday, so we got to get more data in this crypto sphere. Daily looks like, I mean, 1250 back tested down as resistance. 1250. That's where traders settled up, right? No, that traders settled up January 28th, 2018 at that high point, and that is what we tested yesterday. It's today, but it just confirmed it's now yesterday. It tested that as resistance and didn't break it. You got to get back above that, man. That's real. Okay. Get back about 1250 and you'll probably see 1389 again. So Litecoin, you know, pretty weak. Look at, I mean, XABCD stuff like cipher-esque. I mean, it really does look like a cipher of some sort. It might not be valid. I'm just messing around here. Yeah, that's cipher-esque. Yeah, dude. Dude, that is a perfect bullish cipher. Now, I mean, that is as textbook as it comes. I mean, it is a perfect 618 on B. It meets the criteria. It's round a 1414 fib extension on C. It's beautiful. I mean, that's exactly where reversals should happen. I mean, we've seen harmonics develop before on Litecoin, and it goes insane. multiple times. My God, right? It's beautiful, but is this gonna be enough? It's on Bitcoin, man. Now, it would be cool to go sideways a little bit more and then to dump again and see 121 again, and we get that bullish divergence at the pattern completion zone for a second test, right? We're always talking about you want that confirmation, because traders, we don't really know on the first low, but the second low would confirm to us that a bottom would be in at that level. So that's a high back from December 20th. That's been tested as support before, tested as support before, over and over. So one more with seller exhaustion, that could be a wonderful trade setup opportunity, all right? Keep your eye on Litecoin. Very interesting. One sec. All right, man. Pray for Bitcoin. Pray for a second bottom. That would be legendary. But you are only right now testing 137 as a resistance, okay? And the 200 moving average. So post this in charts only. Don't use the word spin, even if it's someone's name. Oh God. Back to these requests. It's like RSR. Oof. Double topping. Bad. Add to 1272 fib extension. Alright, one top, sell off, second top, same fib extension, 4.7 cents, you dumped. Neckline of the double top, 3 cents, you never broke it, not yet. And you have not yet back tested that old high from August 31st. You would think that would be, and around, so that's around 2.2 to 2.8 cents. You haven't, or 2.5 to 2.8 cents. You haven't back tested it yet. You think you could, but yeah, ones like this, these are not the ones, right? These look like, hey, there was consecutive higher lows. There was classic bullish divergence on the daily. There was opportunity on RSR. If you were paying it, what the just happened? If you were paying attention to RSR, the chart was implying reversal to the upside soon, just like a bunch of other alts. Okay, and you see classic Class A bullish divergence. You gotta love it. You gotta love how this old peak became support, right? And at that support, right, we're always looking for seller exhaustion at critical supports or they were resistance, they then become supports. You're looking for that combination. It's a very strong combination, and look what can happen. You rally. So that is where we shine as swing traders. Not now. Now it's like that's played out. So, and now you're looking double toppy. I mean, sure, it could keep going, but we don't have an edge. We don't have anything that is saying, hey man, it looks ready to go to higher prices right now. No, nope, it's not showing that. So all right, AXS, we've looked at this before, was unable to capture higher levels than the top of the range. 68.4 cents. You tried once, you tried twice, you failed both times. And look at you now, dumping. Bitcoin's probably helping, but it's down 5.3% on the new day. We're talking within 8 minutes, it's down 5.3%. It's almost like a high, the slightly higher high, same high, and then a lower high. It's almost like head and shouldery stuff. And if you break 5.78 cents, that's where you think it's going down to probably test, 57.8 cents. It would probably be headed down to 50 cents if it broke that. This is definitely not good if you're a bull here at this time. I mean, just because it's failing and failing and failing, you could be absorbing, remaining supply here too. As you can see, maybe it's like a left shoulder stuff head, right shoulder. You could just have similar choppiness down here for a while before it eventually goes to test the top of the range again. So you've tested and failed. You up thrusted and you back tested the up thrust. It's the inverse of a spring and a back test of a spring, right? Look at it. Look at the price action. It's exactly what we want as bulls, right? Where we hold support, and then we spring, and then we back test the spring pretty much of like the upper part of the bottom of the range. Okay, now we're going. So you could see, right, a nice run to the next area, like the next major spot. Okay, so not really that great looking right now until you get back above 68 cents. Okay, AXS. Engine up 3.81% on the new day. It started with a right angle descending broadening formation, but eventually it broke out, dude. My God. 45.7 cents, man. That's pretty much as high as it's gone.
I work at Bitcoin as CEO. Tomorrow we will put higher prices. And ban Aaron Ho. Thanks.
What's up, Gunham? Thanks for the super chat. 669 super chat. Yeah, dude. Aaron Ho, you're out there, man. You got a bad reputation. Sounds like. I'm surprised Aaron Ho can even afford internet, though. You know, because he's been bearish on Bitcoin since like 10K. So yeah. We just let him stick around because, man, he's kind of like comic relief in the general chat. So again, we're looking at Engine. What's there to look at? You know, I got nothing for you. You know, the consolidations where we shine as swing traders, not after the impulses play out. I mean, yeah, this one was a news-driven catalyst, right? Japanese tokenization was green-lighted for video games or something, and that was it, dude. It was trash before that news-driven catalyst, though. Welcome to crypto. It was pretty trash before then. But it held on, man. It was, if one was holding this, it was gut-wrenching. I don't know how you did it, but congrats on the news, because that's all that happened. If that news didn't happen, this thing would never have done this, probably. Yeah, Aaron Ho getting banned by Bitcoin CEO. Wow, dude. SEC is going to come after you now since you said you're the CEO. Okay, I did Engine. There's nothing to do here. It's like, wow, crazy. There's highs up here. It's all-time high, 53.6 cents. You think maybe eventually it could do it, but at the same time, no idea. No clue, man. It's already up stupidly. Yep. Remark was beautiful, dude. It was gorgeous. I mean, like, it was, and this is what you look for. We don't look for stuff like this, right? Like Engine. We look for stuff like Mark that had a downsloping consolidation structure after a huge impulse up, right? Run up and just hit that top, right? Hit the peak from 2019 in June, and then it corrected, and what did it do? For the first time ever, Remark Holdings back tested what was an ice line from December of 2018. It was support once, just kidding, it was support twice. And this is exactly what we talk about. We want the confirmation. You get one bottom, no one really knows. You know, you don't really know that the bottom's in. And look what happens, and then you sell off again, and then it's like the second time. And on the second one, that's when market participants are confirmed. Oh, okay. And so you're now running, right, on a beautiful run since November. Okay. Approaching a 78% retrace. Unless you're at it. You filled a gap today, or a couple days ago. There's a gap fill. 259. And you engulfed today. Bullish engulfing candle on the daily. So if this was to continue, I think it's pretty obvious the target will be 322. Yeah, we could Fibonacci, but price action correlation straight down, straight up, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. So eventually you could go straight up again to see it. All right. Gorgeous. Educational stuff. And look at your RSI. How did it look? You know, MACD, how did it look? It's like you had a bottom, you had about the exact same low, a slightly higher low, so accumulation at the ice line. So you could have been like, you could have argued convergence or divergence, right? It was so close. And that's bullish. Impending price action, reversal to the upside. Certainly played out. TA was respected. Very nice, dude, okay? Good chart. Remark. Ice lines. Springs. Back test of springs many months later. Okay. That's your remark. And that's it. So we got through all the requests, man. We did it on a hangover stream. Can you believe it? Do I even look hungover right now, chat? Boom. Is my analysis lacking? Gotta look at GME though, GameStop, just to laugh at it, just to be like, my God, can't, it's just unbelievable. I mean,
Lord A, Kodak hot, sir. Does it look accumulation connect like?
I don't know, Jeffrey. Who cares, right? It's Kodak. They don't even know what they're doing. They don't even know what they sell anymore. They don't have their identity crisis is an asset, you know. So I mean, GameStop at the bottom, dude. I mean, this is so educational, Jack. So effing educational. We can't do anything with it now. Who cares, right? But back before this insanity, Wyckoff was very real. He was here. He was here. Oh, thank you for the merchandise purchase, Crypto Cobra. Boom. Let's go, dude.
Hype in the chat!
Boom. Great way to support the stream, right there. Okay, look. So, you had Iceline. Eventually, it was manufactured August 19th of 2019. Look, February 2020. You sprung, right? You fell below that Iceline in April. You rallied, and then you back tested this other support. I believe this goes back to 2004 or something. Or way. Look at this. I mean, this is how you can't argue with TA being so effing real because of how much this stuff happens over and over and over again. February of 2003, chat, was a low point, a valley. When you sprung, you back tested that spring in July, and then you jumped across the creek, which is when you break it down, slipping resistance supply line. You jumped across the creek August 21st, and then another ice line, critical one from way back. Look at this. 2002, 2004. Once you broke it, man, you were gone, and you're still gone. You are actually hitting all-time highs today. Unbelievable. All-time highs on GameStop. Gorgeous. What's up, Frank Cass? Thanks to 690, man. So, with all its beauty, with all this insane price action, at one point, TA was respected like the Jesus man. All right? Too effing gorgeous. And at the same time we were down there, didn't even bring it up. At the same time being down there, look at the seller exhaustion at that 2003 level. That's what we're looking for, man. AMC was doing similar stuff. AMC could see much higher prices because of that, okay? I hope on this Friday you are taking in the respect of the TA on these charts. You're learning, you're investing in yourself, you're getting better. So maybe by the end of the stream, you know, at this point, you're able to better identify opportunities, because opportunity knocks, kick down the door here. All right. Pretty incredible, though. Oh my God, Jeffrey.
Can we check them?
Oh my God. Oh my God. I just remember I guess we did this. It had divergence on the 4 hour, 88% retrace. It was pretty much Gartley bat, whatever, XABCD. I didn't even keep up with this. And the targets got hit, and it reversed, and it's making higher lows now. One low, second low, third low. Let's go, Jeffrey. Yeah, this is a classic accumulation pattern in the perfect context. where you have all these lows down here, then you have the huge markup, then you sell off and you lose like 78% of the value of that huge impulse, and then one valley, two valleys, three valleys, boom. Yeah, actually Eastman Kodak could go insane. Yeah, unbelievable, dude. I mean, someone requested this, and then I go to it and I look at it and I'm like, this is my analysis, and it happened. I never followed back up on it because it's Kodak, but man, that's up to you to pay attention to these streams. 3 valleys, man. All right, this is huge. There's a resistance at 1318. That would be the target. I mean, that would be the target if this was going to play out. All right. Target after 1330 would be 1704. Just historical resistance points. Beautiful. Yeah, Kodak's probably the next GameStop. This is so good technically. I wish I could articulate how good it looks. Okay, I can't even believe it because it's Kodak. Well, Jeffrey, man, you're doing probably the right thing. I mean, I'm just telling you, the risk seems so low. The rule of 3, chat. It's the 3rd valley. This is a textbook potential 3 rising valleys. If it ever breaks 1330, it becomes a confirmed 3 rising valleys pattern. In the absolute best context, man. Best specimen stuff. I can't believe it. I'm losing my mind over here. What? Very easy to manage risk because you want nothing to do with this asset if it falls below that 3rd valley.
Down, breaking the holding point.
Without an edge, I don't know, and I'm okay not knowing. I don't need to know where an asset's going to make money to make a trade. See, unfortunately, 1330. If you wanted to have a stop strategically below that previous low, it's not equitable. 2 to 1 is not going to cut it. So, like, what would have to happen in the situation? 2 things: either move the stop up and not worry about it. It's like, if it's going down there again, it's screwed, it's over. Okay, if you move the stop up, like, and it's not as strategic, then yeah, 3.52 to 1, right? Having to stop at 828, but it's just kind of random. It's not a very good stop loss. One could have it just maybe 2.98, 3 to 1 right there, $8.08. So to get, a strategic profit taking at a very critical major reversal area. Right, but on this, you'd think that it could go much higher because it has already hit that once, and it's just making a higher low again. Okay, so that may not even, you'd think, like, that's if the trade failed. If the 3 rising valleys actually failed and didn't play out, that would be a way to make money on a failed pattern, on a failed trade, right? So one could not take profit there because they think that this pattern, if it plays out, man, it would go nuts. Talking the size of the structure on Kodak, I would think right here is reasonable at that 1330 from the breakout. I mean, we're talking a measured move, which I think makes sense. Could take Kodak to $20.95. So instead of taking profit there, if one wanted to have a stop loss below that previous low to be more strategic, give more breathing room and ability to sleep. Look at this. If one takes profit at $17, you got a 4 to 1 reward to risk at this level. So it's equitable. 2 profit taking levels, take 3rd profit taking at the measured move, right? $21. But if it pulls a Kodak, man, there's a gap fill that it could be a viable 3rd target, $29.86. How about that, man? There you go, dude. That's pretty impressive right there. Ooh, Jeffrey, good one, man. Very good. Proud of you, dude. I mean, one could limit buy at lower prices, but again, like, it's made the 3rd valley. The 3rd valley is confirmed. You're building positive Momo. It's time. This chart is saying it's about to go. If it's going to play out, it's about to go. So yeah, one better get. This is where the FOMO people, right, or when one masters their emotions, where people are getting FOMO, like this feeling up here. People that are scrubs that don't know what they're doing, they're wanting to go long. Oh my God, I need it now. When you reverse your mental, emotional polarity, you start getting that FOMO feeling that one would used to get up there, down here at these levels. I gotta get in on this because this thing looks like it's about to go insane. It hasn't yet. So it's like taking longs anywhere in this area is strategic and good, right? Reasonable long. So that's why. Like one could just take a long on Monday. Okay, that's Kodak. Probably the best looking chart I've seen today. Gorgeous Jeffrey, man. And let's not forget about the Gartley harmonic there, that we know where those things can go eventually, how they begin. Reversals, major reversals. All right, give me a second, okay? Ugh, it's so bright, man. Jeez. This is all the makings of Varsity Athlete, alright, if you watch Sopranos. What is this? Hey, Dro Wheels V, thank you so much for joining the Patreon right now. Boom, Kings. What? No, I did not do that. Brad, what? I have two-factor authentication on that, so there's no way. And if it was real, then I would see it. I would actually see that, right? Whoa, dude. Whoa. Hold on. Hold on. That's scary, because that's not me, dude. What the? Hold on. About to end the stream, I guess. Holy crap. Y'all just have to chill out for a minute. I don't even do this crap. God. Oh my god, what? God, I hate bad people. You have no idea how bad I hate people. Bad people. Okay, I had to handle that. Oh, so it's just it's a fake one. That's really weird. I have no idea how that's possible. So, yeah, that's crazy, dude. Well, all right, just so you know, no matter what happens, I'm never going to like reach out to you in Discord or on YouTube or Twitter or Instagram, anywhere, and start talking about daily limit stuff. I'm not gonna just be skeptical, because I'm not gonna reach out to you and start asking really weird questions. Okay, I'm just not. There are people that are trying to use my name because they trust y'all, trust me, right? But they're trying to like create fake accounts to get to you, and they're using all kinds of innovative ways to do it. All right, so please just be wary of that. If I start asking you weird questions, ask questions like, I should talk to Brad. Always reach out to Brad if you get me messaging you weird questions, okay? Chris Story says there's so many of these guys doing this on all YouTube crypto streamers. Yeah, it's true. It's like they're doing the Alex Cobb. You name one. You name a crypto streamer, there are people trying to do that. Same thing here is there. So just be careful. People are trying to scam in very innovative ways, and they wouldn't do it if they weren't successful. So don't be that sucker. All right, public service announcement. Yeah, fizzle for real. So if you're enjoying the live stream, the like button, the bell, that sub. Oh my god, dude, Kodak, can't believe it. I'm so jacked on Kodak, man. Five emojis for that Kodak. Really, patrons? 5? We have 950 patrons, pretty much. Well, there you go, dude. Be sure to join the Discord. Join the Discord, dude. A lot of new Discord members today. Every day. Here's the link again. It's pinned, but just spamming it. All right, dude. So you're above 30K. You're fine until you fall below 30K. And we're looking for an edge. We're waiting for an edge. There are other assets on other markets that are presenting a strong edge for us, so we don't have to worry about crypto. There were many edges on the way up, and we're on the other side. We're consolidating. Let's wait till we start making higher highs with the higher lows. We made a lower high, so you got to eventually start making higher highs, higher lows. Again, on Bitcoin, or this correction, we just keep going. We just keep selling off, right? Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, I guess if it's good with y'all, I'll just no more requests. Everything's good, man. We covered a lot today. I think it was a productive stream, especially for a hangover stream. I'm just happy to be back, man. All right. So thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Thanks for the 1,722 people here. Thanks for the 670 likes. I'm sure we could have gotten more of those likes, but I don't know, man. I don't know what I can do to make people like, you know. I try my best, you know, and that's it, dude. So. Right, dude. You would think Bitcoin's going to test 34.5 to 35K first, right? It just wouldn't make sense to go and almost get there and then dump. So let's see Bitcoin test that, and let's see what happens at that level. But currently, there's nothing implying up or down right now. All right, you had the bullish hammer. That was something at a support that was identified, and it's been playing out since. Let's see if it can take us to the next real kind of resistance. You're almost there. So I'll be back. Thanks again for the patrons. Last night was hilarious and fun. We had a great time. Hopefully you enjoy your Friday. I'll be back unless something insane happens tomorrow. So I'll be back, tomorrow unless something insane happens. Until next time. Oh wait, yeah, there's a request. I forgot. My God, man, I was almost out of here, and then that. Yep. This is the easy chart. Hold on. Yeah, pretty interesting chart, I guess, in terms of look at the daily. You got some really clear convergence, hidden bullish divergence. Look at this. It's beautiful. That's what we're looking for. Impending price action continuation. The upside's being implied. And it looks like you're beginning to get it, or you've just built your positive level, first level of positive momentum on the daily since December 22nd. Just creating a support here because you're at all-time highs. But one time, two times, three times, and look at you now. So you're probably going up to 436. If this plays out 436, and then 507 after that, and then we go from the high to low to get targets beyond. Right, 572 could be that third target up there. Cheers. At the buzzer, Nero, that's right. What's up, Jeffrey? You will miss me. Y'all will miss me. See about 24 hours. Yeah, about 24 hours. That's right. It's all good, though, man. So I'll be back. Until next time. Respects. The T. Hey.
is JP. I am a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
I have some evidence Vanbear Pig could be in this area.
And then, just like that,
Adios, turd nuggets.